Hello, everyone! Welcome to another episode of Indie Bandits. I am Jessica or Jess, and I will be your narrator. What did I determine? Architect? Yeah, I think. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, for this stream. Joining me today, I have Zelbin as Frederick Heartstrings, Minkay as Keys, and Arendiel as Chadwick. We are down for a bit, one games as Benjamin, but he should be joining us hopefully a little bit later during the stream. We will try to make do without him. Let's see, what notes do I have today? One day, guys, I will do this hello and welcome that's proper. It's, written out and nice. Let's see. I think the only thing we had to mention was just if you like what we do, if you enjoy the Saves for Stuff content, please follow us on social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook, Discord, MySpace, apparently, TikTok. Did I miss one? YouTube. Pick your poison, whichever one is best for you. Give us a follow. Leave comments. Like our stuff. It really helps just put our name out there, and it means a great deal. So do that if you can. Also, if you have a Amazon Prime account, you can link that to your Twitch, and it gives us a free subscription every month. It doesn't cost you anything extra. You just have one to donate. If you donate it to us, it gives a little bit more money, and then hopefully when we have enough regularly monthly income, we can add Indie Bandits to podcast and get it to our podcast listeners. So, which is an ultimate goal we would like to see happen. If you're looking for something with a little more rewards, you can check out our Patreon page, or you can head over to our merch store at savesfirstdeath.redbubble.com. There we go, I can do this. And there's a bunch of designs, so just click the design that you like the best, and you can put it on hats, or hoodies, or mouse pads. There's a bunch of stuff. I really like, there's like a fuck off statement now because of Cammy. That's what's on her goggles. And there's a clock, and I really want the clock so it can say it's fuck off o'clock. Just whenever someone's
That would be
annoyed.
amazing.
Right? One day.
Can I add?
Yes.
Redbubble is having a site-wide 20% off sale starting tomorrow through the 2nd of June. So now is a great time to go stock up.
There you go. Yeah. Buttons and posters and everything.
Pet beds.
Pet beds, yes, and blankets.
Mm-hmm.
I was super upset. I had configured the fuck off perfectly for a cat mat, like food mat. Because I wanted it for my cats. Not gonna lie, totally did it. And it's like, sorry, you can't have mature, because it says fuck, right? You can't have mature content on pet items. And I was so sad.
They can't read.
I'm right. Rude. That was my thought. Anyway, 20% off sale starting tomorrow. Go check it out. That's it. I think that's all my announcements that I have today. Would anyone like to do the last time on Indie Bandits?
I can do it.
All right.
If you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Last time, we made our way to the west of Lake Arvish to the big warehouse where we were going to pick up our supplies from the guildmaster. Had to find the foreman. That took a minute. But we found him, and apparently they sent a bunch of supplies to the port that had been attacked. So we had to go find a bunch of extra stuff. Deer skins, berries, and ore, iron ore. So we got 2 repair kits of each kind, 1 set of gathering tools for all the supplies. So we headed out to do that. While we're in the forest, dealing with all of that, we get attacked by some PvP players, waiting in ambush, and then we got saved by a lovely, very pretty lady, L'Oreal Trusani. And she came and helped us kick some butt. And then we chatted with her for a little bit and headed on back to the warehouse.
Yeah. Just a couple points. You guys did not get ambushed. Like, the actual ambush did not take place because of Frederick's crazy high frickin' perception roll.
Good job, Frey.
Yeah.
That double crit.
It was clutch. It was clutch, because that would have been a little sad I didn't get it. And for those of you who don't know, L'Oreal's Meat Space Cyberpunk player is Cammy G from Shades of Scarlet. So Cammy got to make a little cameo, which was super fun. I didn't come up with that. I wish I could take credit. It was not me.
I was fangirling a little bit, so.
Oh, it was exciting. It was exciting. All right. So yeah, you guys are headed back to the... Oh, one note I want to make. I mentioned when Cammy had looked at your stats that you guys have been playing for 2 hours. That was super inaccurate because I realized it was an hour to Wolfpine Port with the mount. So it's actually been more and then you guys have spent a couple hours gathering because your rolls were low. So it's actually you're on hour 5, 6-ish that you've been playing. And it took you a while to locate all the musicians in the city and walk around for a bit. So you're on hour 5, maybe pushing into 6, somewhere in that range.
It's a late night.
Is there
Late
any...
night or early morning?
Yes.
Shay.
Is there anything you guys would like to talk about or discuss on your way back from the forest? Its name I can't remember. The Elven Highlands. That's it. From the Elven Highlands to the city of Elfold.
Sure. I was gonna ask Keys how they revived so quickly. Did they have to pay the fee?
Yeah. Yep. Cammy paid for it, right?
Yeah, it would be, you would know her as L'Oreal. I don't think any of you actually found out her legit name, but yes.
Yeah, L'Oreal paid for me to come back.
That was awful kind of her.
Yeah, that was nice. That's expensive.
Yeah. And I'm just waiting for them now, right? Because I was on my way to them, but I don't think I made it.
Oh no, your character?
Yeah.
Yeah, you made it back.
Okay.
You made it there while they were still kind of chatting with L'Oreal in the glade, and then you guys finished gathering. You kind of waited for the respawn timer to hit before. Well, she was waiting for the PKer to pop back in in these hopes that they would, while you guys finished your gathering before leaving.
Well, if that's the case, if they end up paying their 1,000 or 2,000 gold fee and I make that 1,000, would you do me the favor and send her the 1,000 gold that I make? To at least cover a little bit of their loss if they paid for your revival.
Sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm broke, so I can't really pay it back.
Yeah, I only have 500 right now. I'm gonna have to wait for that player to revive. They haven't yet. Or at least I haven't been sent the gold yet.
Correct.
I think we should.
As far as you know, they have not come back.
I'll look over my shoulder and make sure no one else is following us.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, shoot. 14.
14. You look over your shoulder, scan the trees, the open plains. As far as you can tell, no one's following.
I'll nod to myself.
I think we should definitely take L'Oreal's advice and get some better weapons.
We could take a minute to pay L'Oreal back and spend 1,000 gold on maybe a little bit better gear.
Thinking. because that was really bad.
What's a day?
Right? She'll know we're good for it.
How?
If we send her the 1,000.
How will she know you're good for it, though?
Oh. I assumed that would be like a show of good faith. Like, here's half.
Oh, okay. I missed her.
Give us a second.
Sending her half. I was like, we'll just
Right?
wait. We'll buy our gear first. It's a show of good faith. I was like, I missed something.
That we listened.
Yes. Keys. You remind me, refresh my memory, because you researched the group. You were the one who found out they were rank 5s.
Mm-hmm.
And you passed that information along, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And, okay, so, Dahlia, you've played this game before.
Yes.
You would know that once you hit certain ranks, you gain access to better gear.
So we're gonna have to rank up first.
That even with better gear at your rank, you still would have been underleveled for this fight.
We're just gonna have to progress as quickly as possible.
Okay.
While still saving all the cows along the way, of course.
Of course. This might be more challenging than I thought.
Please give me a minute to make a note.
Oh, great.
You can continue your conversation, but...
Why do we have to save all the virtual cows?
They're adorable.
Okay. I think the horses are adorable.
There might
Well, I
be
mean-
horses to save.
I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of horses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But those majestic steeds can defend themselves. How fast have you
They're
seen a
pretty.
cow run?
You have a point?
As we talk semantics about the speed of horses and cows.
I love that this is your conversation. Yeah, going back to the city of Elfwood, this makes me so happy.
Definitely taking this game seriously.
Very. But as you guys discuss the speed of horses versus cows and their attack powers, Benjamin seems slightly distracted, but is following along. Adds bits of information, including stealing brooches. So
Heads falling off, that sort of thing.
that sort of thing, yeah. Eventually, you return from your adventure to the forest, a little more aware of what dangers the other Elflines possess, but knowing there are some out there who will lend a hand in need. The sun has begun its descent, the sky changing from blue to hues of yellow, orange, and pink. And for most of you, I think this is the first time you have seen a real sunset. Since in Night City, during the time of the red, there is that predominant red glow that always dominates the sky.
That's
Stop for a
beautiful.
second. Do you think that's the way it really looks?
Could be.
I mean, why would it be such a golden sheen?
I don't know, but I like it.
Stare for a minute.
I'm gonna grab Chadwick's arm and just like put my head on their shoulder. So
I
pretty.
put my head on her head. Give her a squeeze.
And I'm gonna reach for Frederick. What's it? Do you allow me to grab you?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And I'll pull you in, and then I just kind of hug your guys' arms.
I'm gonna
And I'm
look over
gonna-
to my brother, as he's still busy. Shrug and continue holding.
I'm going to grab the unaware brother and pull him into the hug.
Okay, yeah, he pulls. He's like, oh, what? What's going on? Have you found a bakery?
Not yet. Not yet. Just kind of pat him.
Okay.
Screenshot.
Nice. You have a screenshot of this sunset moment in your on your computer. And it is, as you guys sit there and take this moment in, it is very peaceful and soothing, and you just have this moment together as a group, despite, you know, this intense battle that you just went through. You have this really sweet moment. Yes? Oh no.
For a second.
Mm-hmm.
Was in on the screen. Oh, there it is.
Okay. I apologize, guys. My internet for the past few days has been super janky and
Oh, no.
drops connection a lot. So we're gonna hope that was a blip and it doesn't happen again.
Just a
Good
blip.
vibes.
Just a blip. Totally just a blip. Anyway, sorry. Peaceful, sunset, soothing. Was there anything else? No, okay. Just in case I missed it. So after you have this moment, you journey past the lake, head to the guild hall, where Guildmaster Lucian Goltora awaits. He looks much better than the last time you saw him. He's clearly bathed. His hair is pulled back in a loose ponytail. It's no longer sticking up all over the place and covered in mud and stew. He's wearing a long white silk tunic over black pants and polished black boots. And he has a sleeveless maroon-colored long coat with the Guildmaster emblem embroidered on the left lapel. I will say it is embroidered. It is not a brooch that you could take, just so that is clear. Sorry, guys.
I feel a little ashamed that I was still thinking about sewing the whole shirt.
Amazing.
It's very nice. Super shrunky.
He does look very... Compared to when you first encountered him, he looks very, kind of regal almost. Definitely someone of his station. He actually looks like that. And he greets you warmly. Welcome back, my friends. Your return took longer than I expected. I do hope Red didn't give you any trouble.
Oh, it wasn't
No.
red.
Oh? Someone else at the warehouse?
Not at all. No. The warehouse was very pleasant. We did happen to run into a bit of a snafu with another group of elves.
Yes, that can happen from time to time. Not all elves are looking to become the hero that we need.
They were rude as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I'll point to. I agree.
Yes. He seems kind of perplexed, but he likes that statement. Like, you can tell he's like, what as hell? Like, oh, I need to write that down somewhere for later.
I hear they're, end quote, rude as hell.
Yes, exactly. Somehow that's become a new saying in Elfhold over the next, like, week.
Love it.
Oh, but you have the supplies that...
We do.
Perfect. And he snaps his fingers, and his assistant, who's standing right there, ooh, but will it reconnect to Twitch?
Oh, it looks like it did.
Did it? Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Sorry, so you guys all hand over the supplies that you gathered?
Yes.
Perfect. And in return, you get a window that pops up that says quest rewards earned. And it's the first thing you get is a pouch of basic crafting supplies that are geared towards the professions that you chose. So, skip over Benjamin because he's not here. Frederick, you get 50 pieces of crystal. which if you open your crafting menu, that's what you need in order to craft glass flasks before you can get up
Okay.
to the higher tiers of crafting. Keys, you are given 50 bronze ore chunks to smelt into ingots as a blacksmith. And Aaron, Chadwick is given 20 elf berries, 20 poison berries, and 10 starflower
Ooh.
to begin your crafting as an apothecary. Or alchemy, sorry. Once you all click accept, and that finishes, he says, I won't keep you any longer, but the craft stations at any city, any free city, are yours to use as you need, and I look forward to seeing you later. And he gives a bow, kind of with his hand, and he steps into the carriage and heads off. The assistant you saw earlier jumping into the driver's spot and clicking the reins, and off they go throughout the city to do what they will.
Well, that was nice.
Very. Did you notice the shirt he was wearing?
I did.
Only
That
it
was
was
the
my
only thing.
size.
I want to reach over and just kind of push him a little bit. Frederick.
What?
We could craft you one. Out of leaves.
Definitely tempting. Do you want to check out the crafting areas? See what other players are making?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe get a handle on what we need to do ourselves.
That sounds
Yeah.
good.
Sure, so you guys go to the...
We still have our pickaxe and our sickle and our skinning knife.
Yes. Yes, those are there. So, I updated your sheets. Because there was an issue, it wasn't letting you type in the toolbox. It was! For some reason, the font color was white, which does not help on a white spreadsheet. Who would have thought? So it's there, so it's in the actual tools section now. You guys should see it. It should... I depleted the uses that were needed to collect your things. Otherwise,
Thank
I
they're there.
thought something had changed. I was like, I don't remember doing that.
Super stealthy ninja fix.
You take such good care of us.
I'll try. So you forgive me because my internet's shit. But yeah, you make your way to the different crafting stations. There are some players looking about and crafting, and if you approach one where that's your crafting station specifically, there's like an attendant that you can buy basic materials from. And as you go to use the bench, you know, like a window pops up to show you what you can craft, at least the basic recipes for this little rank that you have, which I've totally fleshed out. It's not a problem at all. I will say, Chadwick, I think you can make at this level poisons, and like the berries that you got are like quick healing berries. Like you can make little like poultice. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a poultice. Tea. We'll say tea. Why not? Like a healing brew tea that will do 1d6 worth of health. And because I'm gonna have to write all this down and remember it, it'll be fine. And keys, you can make shaped ingots and like the basic kind of or no, you can just make because blacksmith is for ingots, so you can make up to copper right now, which is needed for weaponsmithing, which Benjamin is not paying any attention to whatsoever.
Just like him.
Just like him. And Frederick, you can make glass flasks, which you know once you level up your crafting in your rank and you gather the right materials, you'll start to be able to make a variety of different orbs to do a bunch of different things. but not right now.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna spam the create button and make as many teas as I can.
You can make it takes it's not the poison berries. You have poison berries. You can't use them, so it would be the elf berries mixed with starflower, and it takes
Okay.
5 of each to make, so you can make 2 teas at this time. You'd have to go out
Okay.
and gather more starflower.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll
Give
craft
yourself
as many
50
orbs as I can.
XP in crafting.
Ooh, thank you.
Sorry, Frederick?
Oh, I'll craft as many orbs as I can.
Okay, so glass flasks. You know what? I'm just gonna say it's 5 because that makes my brain easy. Or it makes it easy for my brain. 10, I believe you can make. Give yourself
Alright.
50 experience.
Alright.
Keys, you could do the same if you would like, just in ingots, obviously, and not.
What do I make my ore into?
Ingots, so like copper bars.
I just blinded myself.
Oh no.
So it goes from 50 chunks to 50 ingots?
10.
Oh. And I get experience?
Yes, 50.
Where does that go? Where's my experience go?
Somewhere, just mark it somewhere on your sheet. I don't think I actually have a space for that. I think where it says like crafting rank, you just put in brackets there like 50 XP.
Okay.
For now. You guys are still ranks. I have to figure out how many ranks there are in crafting. Probably 10, so you're not quite at 1 yet. You can see other players crafting a variety of different weapons of higher quality. You see some people working with silver, which is very reminiscent of the silver studded and lined armor that the Get Wrecked Elfline had or was wearing. So definitely an upper tier, but craftable.
Hmm?
Well, I'm already out of resources. What about you guys?
Same.
I have some poison berries.
Interesting. Do they kill you if you eat them?
I would assume so.
Alright. Now how are we gonna trick in these Get Wrecked players to eat them?
I'm
I
thinking
have
muffins.
This
This
is
is
why
why
you're
we're
two
best
best
friends.
friends.
Yep.
I'm not gonna question why you both answered that at the same time. I feel as if you have some past information, but I'm gonna move past that.
Don't think about it too hard.
Don't
I like
question it. Don't. That was beautiful.
Right. We hug.
I love you, man.
I love you too.
I like that poisoning this other elfline, like poison muffins, is the sweet tender moment for you two.
Bonding.
Yep. Bonding over murder plots. Fantastic. So what else? So your by the way, your quest has updated to meet with the Lady of Elfhold again. Um, but
This
what would you
lady
like
again.
to do?
What could Benjamin make out of the ingots that I have now?
If you trade them to Benjamin, he's able to craft kind of like hilts for weapons and then different types of blades. Depending on what he's using. Arrows, I assume basic arrows at this point as well.
Okay.
Or at least that's what he'd tell you if he was paying any sort of attention. Or if you ask him, he'll look and answer that in a much more charismatic, all sorts of things, whatever you need. I can make it all. Way.
So confident.
Everything but tense.
I made a perfectly acceptable, usable tent in that glade, I will have you know.
He did. I
That was
sat
like
in
2
it.
minutes.
I'll
Big
trust you this once.
As you
Alright.
should. I'm so sorry, games. Guys, don't ever leave your characters with me.
You're doing a great job.
We love it.
So shall we go see this, or try to see this lady again?
I think so.
She better be there. I'm about to bust down some doors.
Lord Pomplamoose will probably want us to wash his socks.
Pomplamoose.
One more
I don't
favor, and
know.
that brooch is ours.
I still think his head will pop off. We'll find out.
At this point, I'm over it. I don't care either way.
How quickly the
Yes,
brain
let's go
turned
see
to poison mushroom or poison muffins and decapitation.
If you Google murder hobos, it's us.
Yep.
So
Hey, Keys ain't trying to pop nobody's head off, okay? But that group of elves, they deserve to be poisoned.
I mean, you're not
Yeah.
wrong.
at least tummy discomfort. It's the least we can do.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are going to continue to head over to the manor.
Yes.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I'm not going to make you roll. You have been there so many times. You are well aware of where this opulent manor sits on the southeastern side of the city. This time, when you enter and are greeted by Minister Pompoose with his white
His
hair that
clothes.
is slicked over and tied in a ponytail, looking very regal with his minister's brooch on his cravat. He says, his hands, of course, folded behind his back. You have done wonderful work for the city, and the lady is ready to meet with you now, if you will follow me. And he brings you through the manor down a hallway of intricately carved, like, wooden reliefs that are, like, carved into the walls themselves, of just kind of the history of the city. You can see it grow from like a small village to the massive city that it is now, or as close to as it can be, before you're brought into this kind of towards the back of the manor, this sunroom that's open mostly to the elements and overlooks the gardens in the back. You get the smell of a whole bunch of just flowers, and that carries on the breeze, and it's just gentle and nice and very peaceful, especially with the setting sun. And Lady Eldenai is sitting there. She is a beautiful elf with kind of more red than brown, But shoulder-length hair, it is braided. There are flowers woven into the braids. She's wearing a long flowing gown with a corset. She looks fragile, but there is, as she stands and she moves, there's like a strength to her where you're like, oh no, she can handle herself. But she walks and she moves very elegantly. And she, you all get like the same. I apologize profusely for making you wait during this time. This is not common, but with the warlock and the rise of his minions, there's been much unrest in the Highlands that I've needed to see to, and I do apologize and greatly appreciate everything that you have done for my people.
It was our pleasure. Glad we could help.
Yes. No problem at all. Honestly.
We of course, I have gifts for all of you for what you've done, for the port as well. But if you could stay, I've arranged a celebration for your deeds, and you have to click accept. Obviously, a window pops up. You do not have an option to deny.
Finally have this party we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Homies,
So,
let's go.
The scene fades and a cinematic appears, and it's nighttime there. You're in the gardens behind the manor. There are various lights that have been strung up throughout to give it kind of like a fairy light feeling to it. There's a bunch of people in the gardens, from citizenry to ministers, various soldiers. You can see Captain Travarin is there. Minister Pompous is with a bunch of other officials, all wearing similar brooches, but the symbol is slightly different depending on which area of business they I don't want to say rule over, that's not the word, but preside over. There we go. And you are Lady Eldenai is sitting standing on this stage with you there. She announces your elf by name. She lists everything that you have done so far in this very eloquent and incredible speech. And as she's talking, the musicians start to play as her speech talks about, the frailty of life since the rise of the warlock, moving on to the deeds that you guys have done so far, or your elf specifically has done so far. And the violinist will add their melody to it. And then finally she speaks of the hope and greatness that you have brought to the Highlands just by being here, and the excitement that she feels towards your journey. And that's where the drums kind of add their melody to this grand piece. So for Chadwick, the violin that starts this off, it's a violin first, then flute. I apologize. The violin is a very simple melody. It's almost disjointed and certainly gives a feeling of fragility with notes missing. However, when the flute is added, it fills in all those gaps and all eyes turn to you. And that derriere you rock so well and are named after. A murmur goes through the crowd. The drums don't add much to the melody. They're more background accompaniment, but people seem more interested in you than whatever heroic deeds are about to come next. Keys. The violin for you is a simple melody, carrying with it a somber tone of loss. When the flute is added, it strains the somber tone to something tense, and it gives almost this horror-like element. So if you guys recall, this was for the... for the flute player, this is when you shot Benjamin, when you were showcasing your essence of life. This is what has come of it. So there's this horror feeling.
I mean, it sounds great.
There's a tension in the crowd. Like, they are uncertain of what's coming next. However,
Everyone else is tense, and I'm like, this is my jam.
However, when the drums are added, which is, of course, that amazing shot you did make in the tavern, he turns that kind of, like, horror feeling into this, like, battle march and this battle cry and this war-beating drums, and somehow he's able to bring those, like, creepy, kind of tense, somber notes to something that really gets people excited for what you're going to do and this battle you're going to win.
Yeah.
Frederick, for you, the violin's a somber melody that elicits feelings of love lost from those in the audience. When the flute joins in, the music shifts to something more romantic, without the somber tone of love without the somber tone, and brings to mind love in the present and the possibility of future opportunities. The end of the speech compounds with the drummer adding excitement like a rapidly beating heartbeat for what is to come. And for Benjamin, even though he's not here right now, his violin is very simple melody. When the flute's added, it seems it's very nice, but there's nothing too impressive about either of them. However, at the end of the speech, when the drummer adds their excitement to see what will happen, the hope that he brings, it somehow brings those simple melodies into something larger and electric. And people titter and talk about what Benjamin Featherbottom is going to do to save the Elflines. And all of you in your inventory are given a musical composition called A Prelude to, and then your elf's name next to it. So you can play the complete composition at any point that you would like, if you so choose. And all the lords and ladies, the musicians, at the end of this, they all stand and they clap, cheering you on as the hero of Elfhold. And the camera zooms in on your elf's character. That's what is your elf's response to all of this in this grand speech and people cheering you? He is up there rocking out like, yeah!
Deep bows.
Chadwick stands up a little taller, if that were possible, and just angles a little bit so people can get a good view.
Nice.
He's very,
Yeah.
very sure of himself.
Nice. And I think Benjamin's about to let us know how his character poses in a moment, hopefully, in chat. I'm so glad you're able to chat your comments games. Okay. So the cinematic ends. You're all in the garden as you're in a party together. So at this point, you're just there. Obviously, whoever you talk to will only address you as the party-specific person. There's a talk bubble above one of the ministers, if you would like. Otherwise, Lady Eldenai comes up to you, or as you move to exit, she stands in front of the exit. To tell you about, you assume your next mission. Sorry, Benjamin stands there and poses looking very, very noble with his feathered, poofy hat. So what do you guys like to do in the party? If anything.
Should we talk to the minister? I wonder if he has like a side quest for us or something.
I am really, really interested in all these new ministers.
I am as well.
Frederick? No. Be nice.
For the quest. My eyes will dart.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna walk up to them
Possibly be
first.
holding on heads.
I'm saying.
Sorry, Keys.
I'm gonna walk over there before they do.
Okay.
And Just say hello.
It is a pleasure to
back.
meet you, hero.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
What's your name?
I totally thought I wrote this down and I didn't come up with a name. I am Professor Jones. I am the Minister of History here at the city of Elfhold.
I have an important question. What does he look like?
That's an excellent question. He's an older gentleman with dark hair, short, salt and peppered, but definitely has like the gray silver fox streaks kind of just above the ears. Fairly muscular despite his age. Wearing, all the ministers are wearing the same things. They're in white tunics, black pants, black boots. They have red but full-sleeved long coats on that are trimmed in gold, and a gold kind of cravat with the brooch on it.
How you doing?
Very well. Actually, you know what? Give me ooh. What skill do I want him? If only there was a seduction skill. You know
Oh,
what?
come on. I got you with that.
Me, yes. The minister, I don't know that he's smart enough to pick up on this.
Steamy.
Yeah. Oh, man, what is... Can I have you roll? Let me see. If it was like your basic cyberpunk stuff, I would know so much better, but it's so limited in here. I'm gonna say, give me a composition to like word it the right way with the right inflection on there.
Okay. I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Followed by
3. So my composition is 9.
So it's a 6.
Man.
Okay. Okay. He does not seem to understand your flirting. Just I'm doing quite well. Thank you so much for asking. I do have a, yeah, right over his head. I was wondering. Actually, I was hoping to speak with you. There is a project I was hoping you could help me with. As
Okay.
you do plan on venturing out into the Elflands, yes?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And he teaches you about the ancient Elven language and this project that he's working on to try to uncover all the runes that made up the old Elvish language, giving you the first letter in the alphabet, which unlocks in your character's profile. And a window appears that Elven runes can be found all across the Elflands. Normally they are found near hidden caches. There are 80 in total, and you need to uncover all of them if you want to receive the top tier rewards in the heart of the miasma.
Runes or ruins?
Runes, R-U-N-E-S. Spelt because I feel like if I just say rune again, it's not going to clarify your question.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And yes, Blake, I would have used conversation, but that doesn't exist. I'm glad.
Yeah, anything for you. I'll do it.
I'm so sorry. My internet just spazzed. I know you went to roll something again, and you were like anything for you, but I missed that middle chunk, which is kind of important. So what did you roll?
11.
For... Oh, for flirting?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's still. It's.
Damn it.
He seems very appreciative. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate this. Also, welcome back, Benjamin. I'm sorry I did not see you sneak in. Let me bring you onto a screen here. Ta-da!
I just haven't been paying very good attention.
You've been distracted. You've received a couple text messages that you've been responding to. But you were
Sounds good.
totally there for the cinematic. That yeah, you ignored your agent for that.
And I look noble AF.
Hells yeah. Is anybody else talking to Minister Jones?
Do I overhear any of what he's saying, or just her?
Sure. Actually,
I
no.
wouldn't-
Actually, because it's individually instanced. You can hear them talking about, like, I'll say, like, some bubble kind of hears over their head about runes, with just, like, you know, ... runes ... and that's all you can pick up.
I think we're losing them. Chadwick?
I walk over. I probably would have followed Keys and talked to him too.
Okay. He gives you the same dialogue. It's yep.
Heard that.
He is still trying to flirt,
Yes.
not going well.
I just kind of pat her on the back. It's alright. You'll get him next time.
I got 11 again. Damn it.
I'd say normally you have to change something in order to, like, try to roll again. But agreeing to help, I let you have it. It's not enough to compensate for the 6, unfortunately.
Can
God
I
damn
ask-
it. Sorry. Go on.
I was gonna say, can I ask the Minister of History about any of his friends?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
How many did you say there were?
I said a group.
A group?
Yep.
Oh. An undetermined amount.
Yeah, a handful.
More than I
Somewhere
can
between-
count.
like
Let's
40.
let's randomly decide 5 to 7. I'm gonna kick myself for this number, but sure.
I'd like to talk to each of them
Mm-hmm.
at the same time.
You just,
The
like-
main thing I'm wondering, do they all take residence in this city?
Yes.
Perfect.
Keys is getting frustrated, and I look over at Frederick, and I see him squinting his eyes suspiciously, and I'm just like,
I'm asking about runes.
not this one.
I used
Shockingly, the Minister
convoluted.
of History is the only one who can tell you about the ancient Elvish language. The others preside over different areas of the city and the area.
I'm trying terrible sign language. Just okay.
Not
Mean.
this one.
His is the shiniest.
He's pretty.
Will still be pretty without the brooch.
If
I think it's a valid question.
I'm sorry, it jumped. What was the question? I swear I'm gonna, like, kill something.
I'll kind of glance over my shoulder, And then I'll look back at the minister and be like, "Excuse me, I know this is a random question, but do you happen to have a wife?"
I have a husband.
Oh, well,
Even
excuse me for
better.
assuming.
Sorry. Inside voice.
Called it.
Well, you're safe for now, and I'll just
Who
turn away.
has objectively the best brooch of
Thank
them all?
you. Who has objectively the? They look identical apart from the marking on the brooch itself.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That you're the.
Can you describe all 5 to 7 of them?
I think the history one looks best to me.
No.
If you want me to throw something, blink twice.
I will say the history one probably has like a little quill symbol with like a couple like lines beneath it. There's one for agriculture which has you know what? It has a cow on the brooch. I'm gonna regret this so much, guys.
I'm going
There's
to the Minister of Agriculture.
cool. Yep.
Greetings and well met, friend.
Hello, hero.
Hello. Would you drink to my honor?
Yes, of course.
Let us drink.
They have a glass of champagne. Sure, why not? Some bubbly liquid in a flute. They toast you. Drink.
Yeah. And to this night, it's a beautiful night as well, yes?
Yes, it's quite lovely.
Toast?
Drink. So she'll clinks it, drinks.
I motion towards a waiter to bring more champagne.
Are you trying to get her drunk?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
My next step is to ask where they sleep when they're in town. I got a 20.
A 20. 20 is enough. Although, blank, I am super tempted to say what you thought was a cow is actually a loaf of bread. So tempted that's good. If only. Yeah, 20. Throughout the night, you managed to successfully encourage them to drink till they're drunk. At
Do you
which
need help
point-
getting back to your room?
No, I have someone. There's someone here who will help me. I've
No, I understand that.
assistant.
And I don't want to step on any toes. But what if I were to help you to your room so that you do not, run into anyone you didn't want to see?
I am.
I heard the
so
Minister of
flattered.
History is talking crap.
No, Professor Jones is fine. He's a sweetheart. Wait, do you want to take me back to why do you want to take me back to my room?
Yes. So I can get...
Shit, I'm gonna murder. So you can get what? I'm so annoyed. This is not. This quest. And you gain 2,500 gold pieces. Did you talk to the minister, the history minister?
Nope.
Okay. So you do not get the rune. You do get a horse mount.
Nice. I have somewhere to put my horse blanket now.
There you go. It also shows you on your map that there is an area in Elfhold for mount training. So you can, depending on what you would like to train your mount to do, should you wish to, you may. Also, your cowbell is now able to be used if you would like. At which point, when you accept and you exit the manor, it brings you back to your present day before the cinematic had hit. And the minister is no longer there. You do receive a letter that says, "Thank you, Benjamin, for such a wonderful evening. I could not have pictured it better. Hopefully we can see each other in the future."
She wants to see you again, Benjamin.
You would have
I have no brooch.
you would have to track her down, but you could go and visit the minister
Side quest.
if you would
Yeah,
like.
I'm putting that on my character sheet.
Seeing, I had been kind of standing aside to maybe talk to Benjamin, but when I see him go off with the minister, I want to go talk to the flautist.
Okay, sure. So you make your way over to the flautist. I
I do.
vaguely remember what they looked like.
They were the most beautiful person I'd ever seen.
Yes, I remember that. That much I do remember.
I put out my hand,
They put
asking for fantastic.
their hand in
I
yours.
take it, I give it a little kiss, and I say, "Your playing was the most effervescent, beautiful sound I have ever heard. I would expect nothing else from someone so lovely as yourself."
Oh, well, it was all thanks to the inspiration you gave me.
Well, I would be lying if I said you hadn't inspired me this night as well.
In what way?
In a way that I don't think I should steal away my heart any longer. I would be remiss to let an opportunity such as this go to waste. I know not when I may return. I don't know where my journeys will take me or my travels will send me. I would love to spend what's left of this evening with you.
Make a persuasion test.
Oh, you gotta get a +1 for that. Come on, man.
What did you get? Did you roll a 1?
Oh, come on. Cancel.
Okay. So I got a -1
Oh no!
Total?
total.
It was not a hard test, it was a real easy one.
That's amazing.
You have this beautiful speech that
Oh,
you've
no.
delivered, and it is heart-melting. And she looks at you, or they look at you and they're like, "So you were going to say something?" And all of it has just spiraled in your head and none of it actually came out. And you've just been standing there holding her hand, or looking at them this entire time without actually saying any of those words.
So feeling this defeat in my core, I say, "You played real good." And I drop her hand and walk away. Their hand.
So
Excuse me.
sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna go drink.
Chad was just the night drinking. Keys, what are you doing?
I rolled a 14.
You've already flirted twice. He does not get it. You can't just keep trying.
Please let me have it.
She's like on her knees in front of him.
Please.
Just give me a chance.
I go get her.
Yeah,
He has
just
a husband.
okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Come drink with me. Come drink with me. We're getting drunk. Let's go.
I guess
All
I'm
right.
getting drunk then.
You two get drunk.
Yes.
Um,
And then we're making muffins.
Yes.
Frederick?
After talking to the minister a little bit about the other friends he has, I'll go get the last quest, or the next quest from Lady Eldenai.
Okay. So she tells you the same thing she told Benjamin. Hero's Point needs your help. You're given 2,500 gold. You did talk to the minister, so you get the rune, the first letter of the alphabet, which is A, and then you get your horse mount and the ability to use the cowbell should you wish.
I do know you're busy, however, but I just gotta throw my hat in the ring since everyone else is, and I'll look around. But you wouldn't happen to be free later, would you?
Make a persuasion check.
To the queen.
Actually,
The
no.
lady.
This is more a pickup line, so I'm gonna say it's a composition.
Alright.
Frederick got some guts over here.
Making the
she
big
does sound
play.
real
Very
pretty.
suave.
Yeah.
Alright, character sheet save me.
Not a lot in composition, I'm taking it.
You know what? It's one of those skills that I just don't know offhand. I
You
haven't
haven't
used
memorized
too
it?
much.
The heck?
That would be an 18.
An 18.
This is
I quit.
bullshit.
It's. She has a lot to do. Let's see. You are the hero. It's not quite enough to get the end, possibly the end result that you're looking for, but she will spend the evening with you.
Alright.
In conversation, she doesn't leave your arm. You would have to change something, get her drunk or something to try to take her home. But she does spend the evening with you.
Alright.
Captain Treverhan looks a little disappointed, skulks off.
Aww.
Oh no.
I yell at him. Treverin! We're drinking!
Wonder why he's joining them. Alright.
So,
Eventually, I assume you guys leave the party.
Make our way out to Benjamin.
While they're drinking and chatting, since you left super early on, Benjamin, what would you like to do?
I'm in the next morning.
No, you're back in, so it's still sunset in game. Just
Okay.
the cinematic was, like, had you arrived in, like, morning or noon of, like, in-game time, the cinematic still would have been, like, at night, because of the evening banquet. So it just kind of shunts you back to where you were.
I was vaguely paying attention while I was texting people.
Yeah.
That so I'm gonna go back and do the weaponsmithing that I was supposed to be doing earlier.
Sure.
good plan.
Sure, it actually, because crafting a weapon, it takes a good amount of materials. But you're able to, depending on what weapon would you like to craft?
I'm actually just gonna make the hilt.
The hilt is made out of I will say it will take two of your ingots to make a hilt.
Okay.
Or two of keys you sent him.
Or I'll
No.
purchase some if I need to.
You
Can
We
I
didn't
purchase
find
them?
out what he got from Lucian.
That is true. Let me go back to my notes. You, Benjamin. Oh no! It was. See, I knew there was a thing. I was like, I'm pretty sure it was wood. You got 20 cedar logs, 20 leather strips, and 10 bronze ingots.
Okay. I am out of room on my character sheet to add that, so I will keep that in mind. How many
So
cedar
you
logs?
could make. I will say you can make 5. No, 4. I can math. 4 hilts with the logs and the straps.
How many leather straps?
20.
20.
20 logs.
I just want to make the one hilt.
Okay. It'll take 5 of the logs and 5 of the straps.
Okay. Okay.
Crafting will change, guys. Just so you're aware, as I balance and tweak.
We understand.
See, this seems easy. I don't know why everyone thinks that this is harder than making a tent. Clearly, tents are much harder. That's all I do.
Amazing. Okay. And then you go back to the manor and wait for them?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to look for the house of the minister? Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. So eventually you guys all leave, so be sure to mark down your rewards, which is 2,500 gold pieces, or 2,500. The rune, if you talk to the dude, and the horse mount. Which you can add in the mount section. Bum, bum, bum.
I immediately use the cowbell.
Yay!
Can
There's
we
the-
just have...
There's a thing with the cowbells. All right. Aaron, can you roll me a d10?
Yes. Okay. 7.
Okay. So it's going to be a skin unlock. Can you roll a d6 for me?
Yeah.
Or no, sorry. I need a d100 first, and then... Or you can roll 2 d10s, I guess, but...
$45.
Okay. And now a d6.
6.
You unlock a horse, a skin for your horse mount, believe it or not, of blue and white ice. And it has a very glacial look. You unlocked the Miasma Frost horse skin with your bell. So you can ride an ice steed if you would like.
I would.
Yeah.
So we all just have horses now?
Yes, you all have a mount. Yeah, you all have a horse mount. You can train them, I believe you can train them to sprint, attack, and jump. You can only train one skill at a time, just so everybody knows.
That's what you think.
Switch skills, you'll lose progress on the skill you were currently training, so just as a note.
You have to finish one completely before changing.
Mm-hmm. I will say also at this time you guys are pushing like 6-7 hours of gameplay, so I would say it's well past midnight once you've all gathered back together.
You hear Carrie yawn very loudly. over headset. Did you want me to actually yawn? I apologize.
For our podcast audience.
Yes.
I'm an actor.
That was great.
Oh, guys. This has been so much fun. But I have to open this door. So I need to go get some sleep.
Yeah. I should probably go too.
Sorry.
Oh, I thank you for joining me in this.
Thank you.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. We want to do it again tomorrow?
I mean, if you're free.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's just me and the cat. Sometimes Silo.
Hey, Delilah.
Yeah.
I got a favor to ask you, but I'll wait until we're logged out to ask you my favor.
Should I be? Never mind.
Sounds cryptic.
All right. You got it. You got it. Anyway, I guess I'll log off for the night. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye.
Good night.
See you guys. I take off my headset without logging out or turning it off.
Do you
Amazing.
save? How do
Do
you
a
save?
little emote and then log out.
Okay. So you guys watch Frederick do a little emote, and then he logs out. Benjamin just kind of freezes in place. It shows AFK above his head.
You'll hear Dolly on Benjamin's headset for a second. I'm Benjamin and I'm a dummy, and then logs out.
And they take it you two eventually log out as well, yes?
Mhm.
Okay. So before we take our break, Damien, what's the favor you want to ask your sister?
I've been getting these weird text messages, and I need to talk to you about them. So,
They're not about me, are they?
no, it's not about you, but I mean, it's kind of
Okay.
about you. So I'm
What?
gonna need help with the thing that I'm doing. And I know you don't want to leave the house, so I was thinking maybe you invite your friends and they could come with me to do the favor so that you feel better about going to do the favor. You know how you owe me a favor, right? This is only one
Alright.
favor.
House?
Yeah, potentially.
How long?
A short period of time at best.
Right now?
I checked my text message. Do we need to do it right now, or can we do it in the morning?
Tomorrow.
We got time to take a nap.
I would say like tomorrow. It probably says tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah. We'll have to pick up your friends from work. They said they open.
Yeah. This isn't about the cards, or is it?
Not everything I do is about cost.
Gary's phone pings. No. Go to bed.
All right. Get some sleep because you will need some rest for tomorrow.
All right. I will lay wide awake all night long.
Oh.
Out of worry.
Are you actually gonna try to stay awake?
I'm not gonna try to stay awake, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have problems falling asleep.
For Dolly, give me it's gonna be really weird, but give me a resist drug torture. Because for you, I'm gonna say it's in that like you're resisting that anxiety of leaving the house and being with people.
16.
16. 16's good. That beats a difficult, a difficult DV. So I'd say you're actually able to, you push through. Yeah, you managed to
finally
calm
calm down
yourself
and fall
somehow,
asleep.
and you know they weren't so bad. They seemed really nice in game, and
Yeah, my friends are gonna be there. It's gonna be good.
yeah, you got this. Is there anything anybody else would like to do before the next day hits?
I'm gonna go to Carrie's and sleep next to her because I'm sad.
It's like 1
So-
o'clock in the morning. The
yeah.
doorbell rings.
You leave your
She
cargo
has a key.
container, go to Carrie's, and cuddle up. Okay, nice.
There is a cat
The
on
cat. Well, yeah, either
Yeah.
on you or nearby, glaring at you for taking its space. One or the other.
you. Cat should be used to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
yeah,
happens
just
sometimes.
on top of you. Okay. We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna hope my internet connection can handle. I don't know what to do. We're gonna take a 10-minute break here. We may or may not end it here depending on how things are going. I will figure it out. Either way,
I'm sure it'll work out great. We'll be right back.
we'll be
Either
right
way.
back. Yeah.
Tech vibes. Tech vibes. Hearts.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for sticking with us and sticking around. We appreciate it a great deal. I almost closed the wrong thing. That would have been real bad.
Uh-oh.
We'll just close the voice call. That's fine.
We don't need that.
We don't need that at all. Yeah, so the first half, our bandits finally got to meet Lady Eldenai of the city of Elfhold. Had their banquet, their long-awaited banquet, received some rewards, a lot of gold that will hopefully help in the future, and were given directions to head to Old Heroes Point the next time they wish to continue. And then they logged out since it's somewhere in the early hours of, or super late in the evening. I don't know, it's like 1 or 2 in the morning. So seeing that Carrie needs to open the store in the morning, they logged out to get some sleep, with Silo heading over to her container for some comfort snuggles throughout the evening. So let's pick up actually in Meat Space. Who would wake up first?
Probably Carrie.
Sure. For, you know what, we've never actually met Carrie. What does Carrie look like?
So Carrie
Or we haven't,
is not super tall. She's about 5'3", 5'4". Fairly unassuming, long hair with cyber hair that is teal at the moment. That just kind of runs throughout. She pulls it up into a tight ponytail and throws on whatever grunge rock t-shirt she's wearing that day and shredded jeans. Doesn't have a lot of piercings. Nothing super nothing super noticeable other than the hair. So
Okay.
that's her.
And her fashion? Did we?
Oh, bohemian.
So what is she wearing when she goes to work?
So the uniform for Dark Topic is, shabby rock and roll chic, probably. So she's got like a shredded The Who t-shirt and then her cheese grater jeans.
Okay. Do you do anything in the morning before like leaving for work? Is Silo working with you this morning?
Silo is. Probably just make myself a cup of coffee before walking out the door. Making one for Silo. I have an extra travel mug for her at the house.
Nice.
So we do that and head out.
Okay. So you head out to Dark Topic. How do you get there?
We walk.
Okay.
It's not too far.
Roll me a. Each of you roll me a d6.
Four?
Okay.
3.
3. For you, sorry, I was just notified that our audio is like super desynced, and I don't entirely know how to fix this. I'm gonna try.
There's some settings in Streamlabs that can fix desync if you optimize the stream.
It looks like it's fine now. At least on my thing. I don't know. I don't know where these settings are either. Hopefully it's not too terrible. We're good. Okay. Okay. We're good. Sorry, Carrie, for you, it's a pretty average day. Nothing too crazy. More on the like better side of things. Your manager tends to leave you alone. You don't get difficult customers. It's just a kind of average day. Silo, for you, it's average on the other side. You'll get that one customer they're not the worst. They're just like, they're a little more demanding than like your patience. Like it wears you thin, but then they leave and you can refuel enough before they come back. Your manager has you restock something, like reposition them, and you literally, all you do is like you shift it and you put it back because it's fine. They just are giving you pointless tasks to do pointless tasks. But overall, it's not a terrible day for you at work. And are you working a full shift, or is this like a half day?
I think it's a full shift.
Full shift? Okay. So while you guys are having this pretty average day, Damien and Dahlia, what's your Sunday look like?
Damien rolls out of bed.
Oh, actually, sorry, let's remind people what people look like. We'll go back, we'll start with Silo, because I totally skipped him. I'm so sorry.
You're good. Silo's sub-Saharan African. She's about 5'7". She's got like a long bob of pink hair. She's got a spaghetti strap crop top with high-waisted ripped up jeans. A pink leather jacket with the popped collar. Some really thick boots that look way too expensive for her to own. She's got a bunch of piercings. Yeah.
Nice. Sorry, Damien, go ahead.
Damien rolls out of bed. He's got olive to like very pale olive skin and black greasy hair. He is wearing the Little Boy Blue concert T-shirt that he had on the night before, and some harem pants. Yeah, gets up and on to check over his text message.
You're checking text messages?
Yeah.
So you check your text messages from one of your regular contacts. They've talked to the person who has a job for you, giving you the name Amethyst. They would like to meet you today at some point, mid-afternoon to evening, whenever you're free. And you are to head to the location that they give you, which of course I now cannot find. Hang on, please. I have notes scattered too many places.
One moment, please.
Mm-hmm. You're going to head to Pearl Towers, which is an apartment building in Haywood. And when you get to the apartment, it's apartment 5F. And when you're asked what you're there, what you're doing, or whatever, you're supposed to say that you're looking for precious gems. And they'll know that you're there for the meeting.
Okay.
Who is your contact that has arranged this between...
That is a great question. I'm glad we've discussed this.
Mm-hmm.
Just one moment, and I will happily give you that information.
Sure.
Those are what type of pants I have. This is a former lover of mine, Maris. We're not necessarily friends, but we aren't enemies, and that's what's important.
That's very important. Okay. So you have what time is it that you actually roll out of bed?
11:45, sometime between 11:45 and 1:15.
So specific. Okay. 12:30?
Yeah, that works out perfectly.
Yeah. So you still have time. What do you do?
I'm just gonna wait for my sister, and I'm gonna play. What's the name of the combat game?
Digital Gladiator?
So I'm playing Digital Gladiator on my
On your
agent.
Okay. We'll get back to that in a moment. Dahlia. If you could describe your character once more for us, please.
So Dahlia has shoulder-length black hair with 2 turquoise highlights as well as turquoise eyes. She's wearing a big puffy sweater and sweatpants, just as thick and puffy as you can find. It's unflattering to shape as she can make. She probably got up at around 10 o'clock and did a couple hours worth of working on one of her projects for work before going out, just to get a little bit done today.
Sure.
But, not overachieve.
No, can't have that. Just enough to keep the boss off your back.
Yeah. The 8 hours that I got into.
So you're actually up before your brother.
But I don't leave my room.
Okay. So...
Oh, I'm on the couch.
Are you on the couch?
Technically, we share a...
It's a cargo container.
Mm-hmm.
There's a divider, a blanket divider up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume you guys have
You
some
need
sort of
privacy.
thing. Yeah. Okay. Damien. Give me a gamble test.
I would love to give you a gamble test. Just a moment. I put points in gamble.
I'm so proud of you. I am so happy right now.
I didn't roll great, but 17.
17. Okay. Yeah, you managed to win your a match or two of Digital Gladiator and not have your agent destroyed.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hear you in there. Are you awake?
Just finishing up.
All right. You want me to make you some kibble?
As spicy as you can. Still gotta prep.
I'll look through our spice packets that we have loose laying around.
Sure.
Do we have any like hot, extra hot?
Roll me a luck test.
I want less than my luck.
You want less than your luck.
Well, I rolled a 10, so even though I have a luck of 8, yeah, no.
No. Unfortunately, you assume that Dahlia has used the spiciest ones already in preparation for this challenge.
I'm gonna do maple.
Maple?
Uh-huh.
The
Okay.
opposite of spice.
Yep.
You don't have a junk drawer full of Taco Bell sauce
Like,
packets.
I'm sure you have, like, something that's spicy, just not, like, the spices that you would normally have.
Okay, I do maple, and then I have some ground ginger packets from a local takeout restaurant. We put ginger in with the maple kibble.
Okay.
Stir it up.
Okay. Eventually, Dahlia, you're presented with this maple ginger kibble concoction.
I will start digging into it, and every time I hit a piece of ginger, I'm gonna and spit it out to the side. But definitely enjoy all the maple kibble.
It's like a landmine where you're like picking through, you're like, nope, not that piece.
Hit it.
I'll say, yeah, you managed to make your way through and eat this whatever atrocity was just created. It's probably still early afternoon. I almost called you Benjamin. That's no, Damien. You know Carrie's schedule at this point. I think it's not. So you have like a few hours still to go. What do you guys do in the meantime before?
Well, first I probably should text them about hanging out because I neglected to do so. I've been putting it off all day.
Also, at the same time that she's texting them, I'm gonna text, "Hey, have you heard anything about the new cards?"
I'm gonna answer Damien and say I did. They're still not here.
Did you text both of us or just her?
I just texted her, but Delilah, did you text both? Okay.
Okay. And what does Delilah's message say?
So, I'm not 100% clear on the details, but can I borrow you guys for a couple hours tonight before we jump online? Heart. Sorry. Please don't hate me.
Those all come as individual text
LOL.
messages at
The
the end.
longer it
Yeah.
takes you to respond, the bit more. JK.
You guys really don't have to. It was optional. I'm sorry.
Damien made me do it.
I look at Silo. Are we near each other?
It's not a big store by any means.
Okay.
So
I say, did you get this text from Dahlia?
Yeah.
Do you want to?
She said it was Damien's fault, so I'm suspicious.
I mean, I'm always suspicious of Damien. But we could.
I'm gonna ask Damien. What's
Oh,
this
okay.
about? So I sent him a text.
Oh, I have to pick up a thing from a friend, and I wanted to get my sister out of the house, so I thought maybe you guys could help her with that.
Okay.
It's riddled with misspellings.
Well, if it's to help Dahlia.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess I'll message both of you back. Yeah.
A thumbs up.
I say, we'll be there, and send like 18 hearts to help quell the anxiety.
Still have friends.
You're doing better than me, kid.
Somehow I doubt that. You're always out.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I have a lot of exes, but no real friends.
It's like a Scott Pilgrim situation.
I'm gonna call a cab and have them ready to pick us up when they would be off work.
Okay. Sure.
Sus.
So the cab picks you and Dahlia up and then heads to Dark Tropic
Yeah.
to pick them up.
Hmm.
And then you're going straight to
The apartment
Pearl
building.
Towers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So you guys are picked up in this cab. Is there any... It's a fair, because where you guys are is more like central Haywood. You're heading northeast. So it's a bit of a drive. Three of you. Who's
So-
in the back seat of this cab versus who's like up front?
I call friend. I'm gonna take a
Oh,
nap.
definitely back.
I'm in the back.
Okay.
I'm also in the back.
You are, yep.
I'm gonna sit in the middle, but try to scrunch my way back in between them so that they're more over top of me.
Okay.
Out of respect to Dahlia, I'm leaned forward.
I don't think you'd be able to sit back anyway without Fluffy a sweater.
Like a cushion.
So how was everybody's day at work?
Well, it was a day.
Yeah, did you get anything good in? New inventory?
We got some earrings with like little frogs on them.
What kind of frogs?
They're so
Yeah.
cute.
They are cute. See what kind of frogs?
Yeah, what kind of frogs?
The fat kind?
Toads.
No.
I don't think there's any fat frogs. Frogs are usually pretty thin, I think.
No?
When's the last time you seen a frog?
You know, I may not be a reptileologist or anything, but I'm just saying I've never seen a frog.
It's a herpetologist.
Herpetologist. Isn't that just snakes?
I opened the equivalent of Google.
Yeah.
Pulling up fat frog pictures.
So you search the data pool for frogs, and you find a garden that's dedicated to all types of species of frogs with pictures attached that you start
Delightful.
showing Damien.
Yeah. Give him the rundown.
Yeah.
On frogs.
Hey, Delilah, can we get a poison dart frog? This thing's adorable.
Um,
Can you
You can keep
guarantee
it in
you
a
won't
ca-
lick it?
you know what? You can't trust them. You can't trust them with that.
I've only like two of
No.
our pets.
That's
Yeah.
too many.
They were
Stray cat
cats.
in the
They
alley?
started it by licking me first.
Can't argue with that.
That stray cat's name is Tim, and he's a good guy, and we don't talk about it.
I make a mental note not to let Damien near my cat.
Would you say the cat is an enchanter?
No.
No, not
So
an
his name
enchanter
is
named
Tim.
Tim.
No, he's just a normal alley cat named Tim.
Are you sure?
Not positive now that I think about it. I said, this is pretty much how the conversation goes
Yeah.
between here and.
You guys looking through frogs and talking about licking cats eventually pull in front of Pearl Towers, which is a 5-story apartment complex that sits on the corner of the street. The main floor has the lobby for the apartment. Inside are ratty sofas on one side, an elevator at the back with a vendit on either side of it. However, the waiting area of the lobby is relatively small, as predominantly the space is taken up by like a little tapas bar cafe that has its own street side entrance on the other side of the corner. While the walls are clean and there's only a limited amount of graffiti, the most prominent piece are 3 black and white birds with blue wings. Their faces have been painted on top of, like, you know, their feathers or whatever, to have, like, Dia de los Muertos face painting with the skull with the fancy...
The skull candy.
Yeah!
Yeah.
They all are carrying satchels, and you can see, like, jewels poking out of the top of the satchels. You can tell that the building needs a lot of TLC. There are bulbs that are burnt out. There's, like, various holes in the walls, some bullet, some just from disrepair. The carpet's worn. It just looks old and not nearly like its name might suggest that it's this, you know, beautiful place. So yeah, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna stop at the vending machine.
Okay.
Anybody need a snack or a drink?
Cigarettes.
The vending machine does not have. Look, does it have cigarettes?
One of the vending
Okay.
machines is purely for cigarettes, yeah.
It does have cigarettes. I'll buy you cigarettes this time. What are you gonna do with them?
Smoke them.
Oh. Do you have a preference on what kind?
No. Just anything.
I get DeJarm blacks.
Sure. Mark II Eddies off your... I don't know how much smokes cost. I don't know if Blaine's ever charged us.
I don't think we've ever bought cigarettes.
Randomly, I think Moxie has once, which means one would think I would know the answer to this.
I would just smoke Cammy cigarettes.
Yeah, she hasn't in a long time. I'm gonna break his entire economy one smoke at a time. All right.
Is there Smash?
There's Smash.
I'm gonna get some Smash also.
Okay.
You guys need anything?
I'm good.
No.
All right.
I think Smash is like, what is it, 5, 10 eddies a can?
6, I think.
6? 5 eddies
I think-
here. Sure, why not?
We're gonna undercut him.
Yep.
I'm gonna point back to the apartment complex and go, are we going in here?
Yeah, no, we're gonna visit a friend.
Alright, then I'm gonna do one of these before I go inside. And I'll smoke a cigarette before.
You ever had a DeJarm black? They are a
Not
clove
personally.
cigarette. They burn a lot. They smell delightful.
It's a flavor.
I'm gonna wait for her to smoke.
Mm-hmm.
They smell good.
I'm not opening my Smash yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna touch Dahlia's sweater.
Sure.
I'll jump.
Can you feel... How hard do you poke the sweater?
I mean, I want to squish it because it looks fluffy.
Okay, so yeah, you definitely feel that.
What color is it again?
It's just gray today.
Oh, okay.
Something to not stand out.
So you jump away from me, and I'm just like, you good?
Sorry. Yeah.
Nice sweater.
Thanks. It's cozy.
Yeah. I like the fabric.
What is the weather outside today?
That's an excellent question, and I will tell you that in a moment while you guys chat. Because I definitely don't have that DLC up.
90 degrees.
I think it's spring at the moment, to be fair. So
It
we have a good
is.
chance of it not killing you
You
today.
guys are in April, I believe. Yep.
You guys ever been around this part of town?
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty... I did not
Say that again.
realize they gave me Celsius in this chart. That's so much. Anyway, it's
You
clear.
can just give us the Celsius. We'll be okay.
No, it does both. It's clear out, but it is cold. It's 40 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 4 degrees Celsius for the rest of the time.
The more you know.
Yep.
You don't have to convert for us. We're the ones who use the wrong one. It's okay.
It's just, you know, when we were in winter, it's like this temperature, and I'm like, oh no, wait, hang on. Okay. That's not that bad.
All right. After you're done smoking, I'm gonna lead everyone to the elevator.
Sure. Yeah, the doors ding. You guys all get inside. There's a button for the 5th floor. And as the doors close, they kind of like stutter a bit. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. And as you get to the top, before it slows, it kind of like slows and then goes a little farther and then like thunks a bit on the 5th before the doors smoothly open. It's definitely, you get this as this building could use a lot of.
I'm gonna check its inspection tag. When was the last time it was properly inspected?
As you look for an inspection tag, you cannot find one.
This is not a good sign.
However, this floor looks a little nicer than the lobby. The lights all have fixtures. None of the bulbs are burnt out. The walls seem to have like a fresh-ish coat of paint on it. And you guys walk all the way down to the end of the hall, where your contact supposedly.
I knock on the door.
Okay. The door opens and you are greeted by a woman with chocolate skin, tight braided hair, pulled back into a ponytail. The braids fall down like the rest of her back. She's wearing a light blue sleeveless blouse that have like ruffles kind of on the edges, and a dark blue skirt that swishes just above her knees with black strappy heels. Her arms and her chest are covered in just a variety of tattoos. The one on her chest and like going up her neck, which is the most prominent of all of them, is the same black and white bird with blue wings and that has that satchel. It's that same graffiti that you saw downstairs. And she kind of like looks you up and down, looks over your group. What do you want?
Hello, ma'am. I would like to talk to you about precious gems and things. I checked the text message. Yeah, that's...
I'm looking for precious gems was the sentence. She looks at you, she's like, you want to try that again?
I'm looking for precious gems.
It's important to get these things right. And
I
she opens
apologize.
the door and waves you in. And you guys are welcome to go into the apartment. She'll close the door behind you once everyone's in and lock it. Inside is a very stark contrast to what you've seen in the entire rest of the building. It's open, it's spacious, but it is clean and it seems up to date. The furniture in this apartment seems far more luxurious than anything you could have imagined. Like, this is something that, like, you assume execs have in their homes. And it comes as quite the surprise to you because it's like, this is a dumpy place in Haywood. Like, this area, this neighborhood is not great, and either whoever lives here makes some really good money, or this was not obtained in any way, shape, or form legally. But the woman waves you to the couches, you know. Have a seat. Can I get you a drink?
I
I'll
sit on
stand.
the couch.
You stand?
I'll.
What would Silo do?
I
Is there a seat
will.
near the corner?
There's like two couches kind of positioned in an L, so you could sit in the corner of the L on one of the couches, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit on the edge of the couch.
I'll sit next to Damien.
May I please have a sparkling water?
Sure. Anyone else?
That sounds good. Thank you.
You
No,
want
thanks.
5 of them?
No.
What?
That's a little presumptuous. My sister's fine.
Y'all are weird. And she goes to the kitchen and starts getting the drinks together. Very thrown that you guys seem like super nervous and just really odd about this. Yes? No, okay. As you guys are, as she's in the kitchen gathering your drinks, it doesn't take much longer. And you see 2 other women exit out a room, like coming down a hallway, who look very similar. They both have like caramel colored skin, and dark brown hair. One of them has their hair pulled up to the side, and it seems to be pinned in place with like a large red rose. The others has her hair down, but it's pulled back with like a purple gemmed headband. Both have deep brown eyes. The one with the red rose is wearing a low cut red, like it's a bralette, so it just kind of covers her chest and has like the straps on the arms. And then so it definitely shows off her stomach, which is well toned, not quite washboard, but there's definitely definition. Heels and then heeled boots that give her a couple inches. While the one with the headband has an off-the-shoulder purple shirt with ruffled sleeves down the one side, black shorts and thigh-high black boots with glowing purple roses up the side, like they've got some flash to them. Like their companion, they're covered in tattoos, and there's that same matching tattoo on their chest and up their neck. The one in red heads over to the kitchen, and the other one approaches you, reaching out a hand, kind of just generally like to the center
I
of the room.
stand to like shake the hand.
Perfect. She reaches and she says, "Greetings. I'm Amethyst of Shine." That's not the voice. I'm gonna fix this voice at some point. Amethyst of Shining Banditas.
Pleasure to meet you, Amethyst.
Nice to meet you.
My name's Damien of the Indie Bandits.
I wasn't told you were part of a group, a gang.
Oh, we're not part of a gang.
It's new.
Just like what we as friends call each other, you know. Kicking it around.
Okay. I can respect some fellow bandits. She seems unsure, but she's just gonna go with it.
Did you say what was the name of her organization? Sorry.
Shining Banditas. And if I could do a Spanish accent right now, I totally would, but I can't. So,
Just try to do Blank's German accent.
it so these are my colleagues, Sapphire and Garnet. I'm sure you guys can figure out who is who. The waters are handed to sorry, just read chat. The waters are handed to the group. There's 2 extra waters placed down, even though you guys said no. There's 2 extra placed down, and Garnet brings with it just some crackers, some cheeses, or I guess,
The charcuterie board.
yeah, or the good pre-packed version of a charcuterie board for you guys to munch on. It's placed on the table.
I'm gonna take some cheese.
Yeah, help yourself. So I have a job for you. One of my girls was I have like notes all over the place. What was it called? What did I name it? It's down at the it was down at Sombra Delamore, one of the bars here in Haywood, And I don't know. How much do you know about the Valentinos?
I know a little bit. I've unfortunately dealt with them. Sometimes they get real grumpy about things.
And very aggressive in their pursuit of women they find, desirable. So my girl, of course, tell him no. And it's escalated, and now we have a stickball game that we need to deal with, which is fine. It's preferred. We don't like to shed blood if we don't have to. Except, of course, this fucking choom is friends with one of the piranhas. And they're pro at this game. So what we want to do is we want time to practice. And we know, but we are out of the bullets. They have special ammunition you need to use. What we want you to do is go and take a case from this guy who used to work in a factory that makes them. We need you to go to his house and steal them and bring them back to us.
Yeah, we can do that.
The game is on Friday night. Every day that you can give us an extra day of practice, we'll give you an extra 100 eddies.
We will get this done as quickly as we can. Just shoot me the address and consider it done.
She sends you the address, which is in north part of Westbrook, in a very rundown section out there. You don't want any other details? You don't need to know anything else?
Used to work for the company, and now he doesn't work for the company.
He used to work for a rubber manufacturing company, but
Yeah,
he's paranoid.
how paranoid.
So you do want more information. You should work on this. Information important. He's got cameras on the property. And at night, what we've been told is there's a Doberman that watches, not real, of course, the mechanical ones, that hangs out in front of the shed at his property. Very
not
paranoid, doesn't talk to
concerned about that.
people, but he's been paid off by the piranhas, so he won't sell to us.
That's fine. That's not a problem. My sister here can take care of any problems with the Doberman and the cameras and such. So
I'm slightly shaking.
She looks you over.
So
This one's okay. She's gonna.
usually it doesn't go out in the field. Usually sits in van. So
Okay.
anyway,
I like how your explanation of her is incomplete sentences.
Keep it
Best way
vague.
to describe me.
so he's friends with the piranhas, though. Is that something we got to worry about?
He's been paid off by the piranhas.
All right.
We won't sell ammunition to anyone until this game takes place because they don't want us learning.
That makes sense. All right. I think we have what we need.
Okay.
I turn to my associates. Do you guys have any questions about the job?
Oh, I have questions, but I'll save them for you for later.
Yeah, we'll discuss that during the planning meeting. It was a pleasure.
Nice to meet you all.
I
Lovely.
take a cracker and take a sip of my water.
It's a pleasure. We'll see you when you return.
Of course, and I hope to do a lot more business with you in the future.
We'll see how this goes first.
I go out into the hallway, setting my glass down on
Mhm.
a coaster on the.
And yeah, there would be coasters
I
on this very
immediately
nice
follow.
table. Sorry?
I immediately follow.
I am on Dahlia's heels, like, right away.
Tyler?
I like your guys' style on my way out behind them.
Thank you. This is a good one. They close the door behind you. Yeah. You can hear voices on the other side laughing. Like light laughter, not mocking, but just like dialogue with like a slight chuckle here or there.
I go push the elevator button.
I start lighting my cigarette.
The elevator is still there, so you don't have to wait for it to arrive or anything. You guys climb in, it closes, drops down. There's that little bit of a bump.
You would
before
think
it's
that they
normal.
could afford to fix this elevator. They had plenty of money.
You think you could afford to tell us what we were doing before we came here?
Oh, I
Yeah,
had
were
no
we
clue
supposed to
what
pick
we were
something
doing.
up here?
Yeah, apparently the thing we're supposed to pick up's at the next address. So we just are at the wrong place. That's all.
Well, I've done my papers for the year.
Were you gonna tell us that we were picking up a job or anything? What? I told you everything I knew about the job. We thought we were hanging out.
We did hang out. They were very nice ladies.
Hanging out is going to get tacos and then maybe watching a movie.
There's tapas here. You want some tapas?
I'm gonna punch him.
Oh.
Carrie.
Punch him.
What do I need to roll?
Would you like
Roll an
to?
attack.
Yeah.
Brawling, please, with an evasion for Damien.
I might just take it, but I better not.
Oh gosh, I don't know where anything is on this one.
It's in the middle.
Okay. So I'm rolling a d10.
Yes. I can't tell if that's Aaron looking terrified or Carrie looking terrified.
It's Carrie.
19.
You hit.
What's your
body?
Yeah.
Body is 8.
Oh
I
shit.
didn't know you were such a brick house.
She's a beast.
Yeah.
That's why Carrie is like.
Yeah.
3d6?
I think that might be 4, to be perfectly honest, but I'm not sure what
I mean,
that
I'm
share
not
is.
trying to like damage him. Just hurt him enough to be like, yo, you're not hearing what we're saying.
Okay, so are you wearing armor, Damien?
Yeah, I have a light armor.
Are you actually
Jack.
like wearing it today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
You know what? I'm gonna say roll 4d6 because I don't know where the body table is. Just to see if you can get through the armor.
12.
12. Yeah, it deals like
One
a
point
point of
gets through.
damage. So you made it through the armor. Like it was enough for you to be like, no, like learn your lesson.
All right, hey. I had no clue any more than you did, at least when we got here. But there was a woman who was victimized, and now they're going to solve the problem in a non-violent way. So we just got to help them solve the problem non-violently for that lady's honor.
Can Carrie roll for panic attack?
Like to have one or to keep one or like to
Like to
stave
have
one
one.
off.
Like, no,
6 to
this is happening.
1, half dozen the other.
If you would like to have one, Carrie can start having. I
Absolutely.
will not make you roll for that. You can just say your character starts
Cool.
having a panic attack.
She is heart palpitations, can't breathe, everything's spinning. She's not having a good
Bye,
time.
Blake. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for being here.
Love you. Bye.
Okay.
What? You don't know us this well. You don't get to pull me into this kind of life. I got away from this shit. You're not going to pull me right back into it without even asking me what I had for lunch today.
What'd you have for lunch
Go
today?
fuck yourself is what I had for lunch today. I'm going to burn all your goddamn cards as soon as they come in to the store.
All right, you're obviously angry, and I'm sorry.
Can
You're
I have
gonna
a
be.
perception check from everyone but Damien? And you know what, Carrie, you fail.
I am done. Yeah, I'm not paying attention.
Damien, you're gonna be at like a -4 for this because you're focused more on her.
Human perception?
No, just regular perception.
the
Left
first column.
side. Yeah.
14 for Dahlia.
Okay. Are you
17?
like actually keeping aware? Or are you focused on their bickering?
I'm going to be waiting in the elevator, just staring past them,
Okay, cool.
just waiting for him to get inside.
Oh, I thought we were
You
in
were
the
in
elevator.
Oh, we
the
were in the
elevator.
elevator.
Oh.
Yeah.
Silo, what are you paying attention to their conversation or more like how focused are you?
I'm more paying attention to them, but I'm always aware of my surroundings because I'm what's the word?
Because reasons.
Because reasons, yeah.
Because
I got a
she's
17
scrappy.
though.
You are. I'm still gonna give you like a -2 because you're more focused on like this fight and protecting your friend, which is still a 15, which is still really good. Both of you just happen to notice that like the elevator has stopped, the doors are open, and there is like a little old Spanish elderly woman that has been waiting that, you know, was about to talk right when Carrie said, "Fuck you, you don't get to do this, pull me back in, I'm burn all your cards." And she just quiets and just seems to be waiting patiently, standing off to the side now in case this escalates.
Here's what I'm saying, you. All right? I am a reasonable businessman who's just a courier. That is all.
Thank you so much, High Shelf Collective, for the
Welcome in, guys.
raid.
Hello.
If you guys don't know them, they also put on great tabletop RPG content. I believe they were playing
Nice.
For sure.
Hyrule Historia today, which I haven't had a chance to
Ooh, nice.
check out, but you should go watch them.
Hi,
Yes.
Canadian Moose.
Hi.
So
I get that this is your job.
No,
Okay?
no,
I get that this is what you do. I get that you want to be in the middle of this and you want to go be the real life hero and whatever the hell. And her honor being besmirched is a terrible thing, okay? But I get up, I make my coffee, I go fold shirts, I come home, and that's it. And I'm sobbing, just beside myself.
I feel horrible about this. I'm gonna just still quietly stand there. What floor miss to the old Mexican lady?
3.
I see her.
I push through.
And through sobs, I'm like, disculpe, abuelita, come.
She gets it. She's not sure what's going on. There.
Nice weather we've been having.
She pats your hand, Carrie. And the
Gracias.
doors close.
Gracias.
Goes up to the 3rd floor. Silence. Very awkward silence apart from Carrie's crying. Doors open. Slowly walks off. Doors closed behind you.
Push 1 again.
Yeah.
Buenas noches.
I'm gonna grab Carrie and just kind of pat her head and be like, "When are we supposed to have this done?"
Well, we don't have to do it. We were just asked that if we could probably get it done by Friday, it would be good. If we did it faster than that, that would be better.
But there's money involved.
Yeah, I more or less just deliver things from one place to another perfectly legally. I do. So think of it that way. This is just a normal thing. Plus, we were supposed to come here and find out what they wanted. Go have some dinner. I walk out to the 1st floor.
You enter the
You guys want some dinner?
Yeah. Yes, you buy us dinner.
You're paying.
Yeah, I am going to pay for dinner. Where do you want to eat?
I like tapas.
There's a great tapas place right here, from what I understand.
Well, let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
My problem with tapas is it's always so small. You end up having to buy a lot.
We're getting tapas.
All right, we're getting tapas. You good with tapas? I turn to my sister.
I'm gonna silently nod.
You walk the very short distance from the elevator across the lobby into the tapas bar and cafe. Take a seat at whatever table or booth you would like, whether window or kind of closer to the main floor wall. Up to you. You guys can get drinks, food. It's all on Damien. So
I will pay for whatever they want. Appetizers, desserts, real food.
I'm holding Carrie's hands at the table. We're doing breathing exercises together.
as you're helping her like calm down from her panic attack.
Because she's my bestie.
Yep.
I got you.
Give me a. I want you to roll. Is there composure?
There is
That's what I want.
no.
No.
There might
Composition.
be.
I
thought there was a
But then I was like,
one.
maybe I'm thinking of composition.
Yeah.
Is it dance?
It is shockingly not dance this time around.
Dang it. It's not
Oh.
a dance.
Damn.
Interrogation?
What is no? What is the base? I can't see because the sheets do so. What is concentration? What is the parent skill?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Okay. You know what? Instead, I'm going to say
Intelligente, I think.
Silo. Give me a conversation.
I am gonna make sure.
Conversation?
Yes. Just as a reminder, because this is your cyberpunk character, not your elf. You can use luck if you would like.
I got 15.
You got 15? Okay, yeah. 15's enough to. You do feel a lot calmer after she's walked you through these breathing exercises. There's still that little bit of panic, but you're no longer sobbing. After a while, you've calmed down.
After I'm calmed down, I do turn to Dahlia and I say, I'm not mad at you. This is not your fault. This is your brother's fault. And that is not your fault. I just want you to know.
I'm like hardly paying attention. I have my drink in my hand, and I'm like, my friends are gonna die. I just take a drink.
Carrie ignores that.
I really like the mural they have in the lobby.
What? What were you thinking?
I got a text from a person who was like, hey, you need to pick up a thing, go to this address. So I did that.
And your first thought was, let's bring along a couple of people that I've played
So-
board games with?
We can have dinner. I gestured to the tapas bar.
Damien, you get
Plus-
another text
Okay, I look at the text.
from a number you don't have saved in your phone.
Good.
Or actually, I don't know. It's not necessarily saved, but it's the same number that sent you the street address.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna go ahead and save that as Amethyst.
would be Sapphire's phone number.
Was it? Okay, I apologize.
Yeah, she got
I'll
one
save
of
it as
her-
Sapphire.
Yeah, her people to give you the actual thing, so it would be Sapphire's phone number. It says, you really need to. Just some friendly advice. Take, always ask what your job payment is before leaving the room. Job pays 800 eddies.
Plus 100, right? They said 100
Per
per
day.
every-
Per day.
On top of
We did that
this.
for the-
So at
Yeah.
base,
Okay.
you guys are at 800.
Does Damien relay that to
Yeah.
us?
I will casually say it to my sister so as not to provoke the people who are already mad at me.
How much is rent a month?
Like
For
1,000.
1,000.
Yeah, for our storage container, it's 1,000 a month.
No. And just a reminder, I mean, you two are more okay because you share a place, but since you two have your own, and especially you, Carrie, because you have a cat, you're, working at Dark Topic is barely enough to cover that. Like there are probably like weeks where you forage for food as opposed to whatever. So little extra cash, just so you're aware that's your kind of living situation.
Can I recall if any of them were holding guns? Are there any guns nearby?
You didn't look, but I
Inside
will
that
say you can make a concentration check. It's not going to be an easy difficulty.
Probably not with the 10.
You don't recall seeing any.
I'll nod my head and go, well, no one had guns or anything in there that I noticed, so... I mean, if they weren't strapped when we met them, maybe it's not quite as dangerous as we're thinking?
I'm going to actually ask everybody to give me a local expert for Haywood. Because this is where you live. Or streetwise. Actually, I'm going to say either one. Your choice.
I am much better at streetwise. 17.
Okay.
17 for local expert.
Okay.
Nice.
22.
Damn.
You know this place.
For
We're
which
lost.
one, Aaron? What did
For streetwise.
streetwise? Okay.
There's so many skills.
There are. Yeah.
Right hand side is where you're going to find streetwise, about halfway down. And in the middle, near the top, is where you're going to find local expert. And you have 2 local experts, one for Haywood, one for ELO.
Okay. I rolled
Sorry, I
a
yelled
1.
at you.
Oh no. Roll
I
again.
wasn't trying to put you in this situation, and I'm very sorry about it. It is not my intention at any point.
Over another
9.
drink. Hit him again.
9.
So I would normally probably know. I feel like Silo would know, but I'm distracted. So I'm not really thinking.
Silo wouldn't actually,
Oh,
given
okay.
this information.
Mhm.
I will say for Dahlia, the name of the gang doesn't mean anything to you. And the local expert kind of like, those gangs that you guys watch out, especially in Haywood, like the Valentinos and 6th Street, those are your big ones. This one doesn't seem to ring any bells. Like, they're not on a radar for you. Which leads you to believe that they're definitely a very small gang. Damien, Shining Banditas, it's something clicks with Streetwise that the name Bandita is very true to what they do. They're thieves. And given what's in their apartment, and the way that the rest of their neighborhood's kind of like sketchy, but it's still cleaned up. Like you can tell that they're trying to keep their building maintained. But chances are you get this feeling that they don't steal from just anyone or anybody in the neighborhood. Like they steal expensive shit. And Carrie, with your 22, you're 22. I'm gonna say that like something rings in with that logo, and the name, and you vaguely recall at some point, maybe somewhere you heard that they're more of a guardian gang. They keep tabs on their own, but they do not resort to violence if they can help it. They will always look for another means, and they only really care about like their neighborhood and their area. But they're very, very small, kind of high expensive cat burglars for the most part.
Like Lupin.
Which I think Silo makes sense as to why they are not on your radar whatsoever.
Okay.
Like I said, I apologize for putting you in this situation. I don't expect you to have to help me with this.
I mean, the money would be nice.
The only reason I do it. Usually I deliver letters from one asshole to another asshole. Occasionally I sell stolen cookware, but I mean, it's whatever comes across the table. I didn't steal the cookware, if that makes you feel better about that situation.
A little bit. What do you think, Silo?
I think we should do it for the money and for the girls.
For the girls.
Right, Dahlia? For the girls.
Dahlia.
I mean, I agree that's good causes, but I'm gonna do it because this guy's gonna do it without us if we don't.
Also not ideal.
I'm kind of an idiot, as I'm sure you've noticed.
I'm proud of you for admitting that. I like reel my fist back like I'm gonna punch him again, but I don't.
He flinches anyway.
Thank you for flinching.
I
Yeah, I guess we can help you.
So we'll just check it out and see how it looks, alright? We won't commit quite.
Sure.
It's just for stickball, I guess.
Can't be that dangerous.
Have you seen some of those stickball matches?
You're not helping your case.
He has a Doberman.
Well, they're non-violent. Like, you can't use lethal force in stickball. That's why we have to steal rubber bullets.
Not just any rubber bullet, because you could get any rubber bullet off the street, like specific, non-lethal rubber bullets.
So you know about computers, right? Yeah, you're always using your computer to do stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, some programming, but not much.
Alright. Good, that's all it takes.
You're talking about technical skills? Who
Yeah.
here would have the highest technical skills?
I would not.
I also don't.
That would
Okay.
probably be me. I do spend most of my day on the computer.
Okay. I
Do
have
you
a
want to
bat.
order any of those little olive things?
Of course.
Gross.
Yeah, it's ordered, brought to the
So,
table.
are we doing this tonight?
The quicker we do it, the more we get paid. We could go look tonight and decide if that's a thing we do tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys know what a Doberman is?
It's a dog.
It's a robot dog.
Yeah. They're not nice.
Well, they could be set to nice. It depends on what setting it's on. Really.
I doubt it's on nice.
If I had a Doberman, it would be on nice.
Very kind of you. Okay.
I mean, if we're already selling ammunition, why not steal the Doberman too? That's if I can get it set to nice.
Yeah, if you can get a set to nice, let's steal it because we could use one at the house.
Don't you guys live in a shipping container too?
Yeah, but then we'd have like a house pet that we don't even have to feed.
Guard dog.
Just have to charge it sometimes.
Don't they have IPs on them?
So they're like registered to a specific user, but you can. There's ways around that, I'm sure.
All right. I'm gonna eat as much tapas as I possibly can.
Okay.
Gonna keep the food and beverages flowing.
How much would you guys, like, how much do you make Damien spend on this meal?
Cost of 5 drinks.
5 drinks, okay.
Carrie's not very big, so it's probably like a full plate and a half.
Okay. Silo?
Same plate and a half.
Okay. Damien, how much do you...
I get an appetizer for the table and one plate for myself.
Okay.
And I'm still hungry when I'm done.
Yeah. I think 120 eddies, does that sound about right?
Yeah, I'll tip 30 on that.
Okay. After the drinks and the food, it's good. It tastes delicious. You guys are feeling a little bit better because food and drink make everything better, at least for a moment. You can take some of it to go, anything that's left over, to bring back to your apartment, and then head out to the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
As we leave,
Mhm.
I'm gonna sneak. What did you spend?
$150 total. I put a $30 tip on the table. I spent $120.
Where's my money?
So I tipped
Second
23%.
page? No, first page. Under your stats, there's a line above your skills.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
right next to death save.
I am going to slip 70 eddies into his hand.
Who are you
Whose hand?
trying to conceal
Damien's.
this from?
I'm not trying to conceal it.
Okay.
We're just walking. I'm gonna hand it to him.
You don't gotta do that.
I know.
Alright. I'm just saying. I could buy you dinner.
I know.
As a friend, of course.
Of course.
Okay. So, Damien, you can add 70 eddies back to your character sheet. A cab, I guess, is called.
Yeah.
And you guys head north. Sorry, it would be 20 eddies for your cab here.
I was taking that as my one that's part of my living expense, but I just have to pay for this cab.
Cool. I'll count it for the day because it's not too long, so we'll just we'll say like a day of cab service because it was like, yeah, it's fine. Are you getting dropped off at the house, or are you just doing a drive-by and then going home?
Well, once we get to the neighborhood, I'll make that judgment.
Okay, you get to the neighborhood, and it's more individual houses that are probably half abandoned. All of them look run down and look like shit. Some of them actually have what would be a yard. If grass grew, it's just like dirt and is mostly pavement. There's a lot of abandoned vehicles, boosted vehicles. For those of you wondering, when we went and partied with Maelstrom recently, it's like 4 blocks north of there, 4 or 6 blocks north of there. So it's a real rough part of town.
Nice.
There are, some taller buildings. They all look like some are crumbled, some are ruined, like rubble. It's not great. That's the area.
So do you guys want me to get out and walk around? Or,
Maybe
That
not
is
right in front of the house?
Down the street a little bit.
alright.
I'm
I
gonna get
direct
out-
the guy to
Sorry.
stop a couple of houses down.
Okay. Sorry, Sal?
I'm gonna walk with Damien.
Okay. So the cab parks a couple houses down. Damien and Silo get out. You two are staying with the cab.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys stay in the cab. It keeps running as it's waiting. You tell it to hang on. And you two are going to walk. Which side of the street are you walking on?
The side closest to the house, so that would be the northern side of the street.
Actually, I almost forgot. I should point this out because it's Sunday. And same universe. There's a serious smog thing in effect this this weekend, I believe. Or was that the next? Nope.
I think it's next weekend, but either way.
Why did I put
I
that down?
do not have a smog mask on me. If I would have seen the smog on the way there, I would have stopped at it.
Sure. No, it's unfortunately, it is. It's the smog weekend.
Okay, I'm gonna stop and buy a mask
Sure.
at a store.
What are those, like 20, 10 of these? 20 of these, I believe?
So normally they're 10. We got charged 25 for them during the
Oh, because it was during the smog
conversion.
thing.
Yeah.
Haywood, and as you head, where do you stop for these smog masks, actually? Oh, no, like
Um,
Haywood?
on the outside of Haywood.
On the outside of Haywood, heading up. It's still industrial, mostly. So a lot of workers need them, and they don't tend, I'm going to say they tend not to gouge the area, so 10 of these.
Good job, Haywood. I'm gonna buy 2 of them.
Yeah, Haywood's so much better than Watson. Let's start a district
that,
war
Watson.
between me. So breathing mask.
I put on my mask and I give one to Silo.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Yeah, just so you guys are aware, if you're out in the inversion smog, you will take damage if you're out there for an extended period of time. If you do not have a mask on.
It's like breathing in acid.
Pretty much.
Lovely. My favorite pastime.
Okay, sorry. So the cab takes you out there. Which side of the street are you walking on?
The side closest to the house, I assume that's the north side.
Sure. So you walk along the street right in front of the property. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you looking for? It's late now. I'm going to say it's because you had your meeting after they were done work. And took you time to get there, and then you had food. So I'm going to say it was 7:38, somewhere around there.
Okay. I am going to look for signs of life, like her lights on. Is there a car?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
$15.
17.
And what are
Nice.
you looking for?
The same stuff. Just seeing the layout of land, cameras and stuff.
Okay. So you're looking for cameras and the building structure itself
Yeah.
versus signs of life.
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys are walking directly past, just keep going, right? Okay. 15 for signs of life is not that difficult. You do notice there are lights on in the house. There's a rocking chair out front. Currently it's empty. You can assume someone probably sits there. You can see like a flicker through one of the windows of like a TV. You know, just the light of a TV that dims and goes through a window. And you can see with a 15 in the inversion smog, I will say you can see a Doberman sitting in front of the shed. There's like the main house, and there's like looks like a little shed that's been ramshackled, built next to it. And there's a Doberman robo dog laying in front of it. It does not.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's it. Sorry. 15. Smog. I have to remember this. So 17
Yes.
for layout.
Yeah.
It's a single-story house. There's a shed to the right side next to it. Sorry, there is a vehicle in the lot kind of parked on the grass in front of the house. Damien?
What kind of vehicle?
Galena?
Okay.
Give me, land vehicle maintenance roll.
So with my -1, I got a 7 on it.
7?
Mhm.
It looks old and rusted, kind of like everything else in this neighborhood. So it looks old, rusty, kind of like everything else in this neighborhood. You're not sure if it works or not. Good. Sorry, so silo, single-story house, porch. There's the shed next to it. You can see the dog. You said you were looking for cameras specifically?
Yeah.
There seems to be a camera above the shed door. There seems to be a camera by the house, by the front door, and there's a flagpole, and there seems to be a camera attached to that as well. And as you walk past the house, and you kind of keep like glancing at it without, I assume without being suspicious.
Hopefully.
Ideally, I'm gonna have you guys roll stealth check in a minute. You do notice on the if you're facing it on the left side, there appears to be like storm doors to a cellar below, a basement below. So can I get stealth rolls from you, both, please? Or I suppose it would be acting. You could choose acting or stealth.
I will definitely be taking stealth. Uh, 15.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking for acting. Let's see.
It's in the
which
middle
one.
column towards the bottom. Your play instrument.
Ooh, I'll go with acting. 20.
20. Okay. Yeah, you seem casual as you're walking down the street.
It's all that practice pretending to be nice to customers.
Yeah. Who knew it would come in handy for something like this?
Right.
So yeah, you guys, that's what you see as you make your pass.
I'm gonna walk up 3 or 4 houses,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna call Delilah's phone.
Okay. Your phone rings.
Alright. I'll answer it.
Hello?
Who is this?
It's me. It's your brother.
How'd you get this number?
I was the one who went and got the plans for the agents.
Right, that makes sense. Alright, what do you need?
You guys want to come down and pick us up, and then we can talk about what we saw here?
One more time, and then I'm gonna hold the phone towards the driver.
Yeah, but like 4 houses down. Just come down and pick us up. What are you guys doing? Are we gonna break into this guy's house or not?
No!
I pull it back.
Mm-hmm. Actually, just out of curiosity. Okay.
Is this man a professional or not?
He keeps driving. There's no words given. But he very clearly heard that. But he drives forward to collect Silo and
Mr. Breaking and Entering?
Damien. I keep wanting to call you Benjamin.
I opened the front door for Silo to get in.
you. How's
And
it
then I
going?
jump in the back.
And that is where we're going to conclude this episode. You guys have done quick recon of an immersion smug, gained a job, and completed your first quest line in ELO.
We got horses.
You got horses!
Yay!
Woo.
That's a bit.
Wanna go
have to
back
name
to
my
the
horse.
And soon we'll have a robo dog.
That's definitely not going to end poorly.
We are bandits. We need to start making good on this name. As of yet, we've stolen nothing.
We are the indie bandits
Oh my
online.
gosh. You know
That's
what would
true.
be an even kinder move? If we gave the dog to the Banditas so that the way the dog can protect the girls.
It's a good plan. I like it.
Wouldn't that make the M look bad though?
I mean, only if I mess up on reprogramming the dog.
Right, and shaving off the serial numbers. Hey, Jess.
Yeah.
I know you've read the rules to Stickball. I
Yeah.
have too. I don't remember this coming up in there. But if you make your Doberman non-lethal, could you use it for Stickball?
If you make the Doberman non-lethal, could you
Like put
use it
rubber bolt teeth in it.
for stickball? I'm going to say it would be considered poor sportsmanship to use drones during a stickball game.
Wow, you're
In
right.
addition-
Everyone that used
however-
to like the Air Bud movies.
However, you could, in theory, escalate the stickball game to replace one of your players for a non-lethal Doberman, and I would think as long as it's a drone is replacing a team member,
Yeah.
that might fly. But
Okay.
you cannot have a drone in addition to your 3 team members. That would be unsportsmanlike.
Eh.
That's my call. Until James Hunt says otherwise, that's my call.
James, hit me up.
Yeah, if you could let us know, that'd be great. But I hope you guys had fun. Thank you so much for
Yes.
joining me.
Thank you for the game.
Thank
It was
you.
a lot of fun, Jess.
Yes.
It's
Thank
so
you.
great
Thank
getting
you
to
guys.
see your Cyberpunk Meat Space characters
Right?
Yeah.
in action for a
Weird.
bit.
Thank you, High Shelf and
It is
Patient
weird.
Zero.
Yes. Thank you for the
And
break.
Blank, I'm sorry for talking crap about your accent. I love you, and you know that.
See a scope.
Yeah, right dot. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We will be back on Thursday for
Some of us will be back then. Oh, all
for
of
night.
us will
All
be.
of us will be back on
All
Thursday
of
for some Night
us.
City Sofa, where we'll actually get to see a game of stickball in action.
Cast versus cast.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I love it.
Bandits versus Godzilla.
Jira.
Yeah.
How's that gonna work for you?
I'm a traitor. We all know it.
Fair.
Yeah, you did just lead us into a trap.
You absolutely did, you animal. Can't take him anywhere.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Have a
See you
wonderful
guys
night,
next time.
and
Thank you.
we'll see you next time.
Love.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.